I was a fat vegetarian. And people ask, how in the world did you become a fat vegetarian? Well, meat isn't what really makes us fat. It wasn't what made me fat. I love starches. I love sugary stuff, the pastas, potato salad, rice, and that's really what added the weight onto me. In the 22 years of me being a vegetarian, not one time did I even get the common cold. Not one time. How did I become a vegetarian? I was listening to this cassette. And so it was this preacher. And of course, I'm a pastor, so kind of piqued my interest. And he was saying in the Bible, there's not one recorded instance of sickness until after the flood. And after the flood, of course, we're talking about Noah's Ark and the flood. God told Noah, you can now eat meat, but you cannot eat the blood that's in the meat. So the way they got rid of blood out of the meat back then is the same way we do it now. Cook the food. So before the flood, nobody ate meat. Nobody cooked their food, and there's not one recorded instance of sickness in the Bible until people started eating meat. And the average lifespan was 900 and something years old. After people started eating meat, sicknesses, diseases started coming, leprosy and such like, and people started dying at a little over 100 years old. Now, becoming a vegetarian doesn't mean you're going to live to 900 years old, but I just wanted optimum health, and that's why I became a vegetarian. This past Sunday, I was closing out service, and I was just closing out in prayer. And while I was praying, the Holy Spirit said one word to me: malnourished. And so right in mid-prayer, I just paused because I wanted to hear what the Holy Spirit was saying. Then he said to me that there are people who are malnourished because they're eating a bunch of junk. They're eating a bunch of cooked foods and snacks, and they're malnourished. And then sickness and disease comes, and you're not feeling well. And then it's like, oh, I want prayer. You know, I did that to myself one time. I drank like a half gallon of orange juice within like 2 days, and I had acid reflux like crazy. That wasn't the devil, that was me. So there are people who are just malnourishing themselves. That's really why I'm doing this video. Now, I'm still a vegetarian. In a couple months, it will be 22 years that I've been a vegetarian. And in being a vegetarian, I have consumed a lot of capsules of all natural supplements and all natural pills and the like. And in these almost 22 years, I have taken up to 60,000 individual supplements and vitamins, and I feel great. You know, I'm doing great, and I was still fat, even with all of that, healthy, but fat. And then one of my friends told me about a product, ashwagandha. I had never heard of ashwagandha at all. I purchased it, and I have to say that because I'm pushing this for Amazon, they're going to give me some royalties if you purchase it. It's basically for people who have stress. It helps your thyroid. I wanted it for the stress part. I started taking it, and then I started losing weight, but I wasn't doing anything else. I wasn't on a special diet or anything like that. I would run on the treadmill, jog on the treadmill for about 16 minutes, maybe 3-4 times a week. And in taking ashwagandha, I had no clue that before it was all over with, it took 25 pounds off of me. I was basically losing weight, and I'm gonna be honest, I got scared. I didn't know what was happening to me. And then I realized it was the ashwagandha. Like I said, evidently I had some thyroid problem, and I went all the way back down to my high school weight of 145 pounds. Different members of the church where I pastor was telling me, "Now, Pastor, you too small now. That's too much." I was 36 in the waist. I went down to 32, and in my shirts, I was wearing a large, and I went down to a slim fit small. I was completely shocked. Like I said, I was really worried, but then I found out it was the ashwagandha. This is no joke. It changed my life. And I still take it. I still take it today, basically to just maintain where I am. I won't promise that other brands or formulas of ashwagandha will work, but I do know that this one works. I want you to go to my page, and I have a link there. I want you healthy. It's something that really touched me when the Holy Spirit said malnourished. I don't want anybody malnourished. So please click the link in my post, go to the page, and let's get healthy. God bless.